Okay, 1464, good luck. Play the carrow. Wow, 12,000 gives my opponent, that's very impressive. So we have the advanced carrow, to trade and e6. Watch out for a move like bishop coming down at some point. Actually, let's just stop that straight away, just spend a move and then we'll go c5. If queen checks, we can block. Oh, very, very bold line, okay. So take, knight up. I'm not sure if this is right, actually, I can't remember, I'm just going to take this way. It just gives your opponent a chance to blunder like this, but obviously they shouldn't do. So I'm just going to try and get castled, but this could become a bit of a problem if I don't castle quickly enough here. So I need 1, 2, 3 moves. I need to find the home for the queen. So I can go here or I can go here. I think I'm going to go here just to hit the pawn. Just before my opponent gets a chance to really consolidate that extra pawn. Okay, let's trade. Now it's obviously a little bit easier to play for both of us. I'll just get the knight up and get castled and then worry about the rest of the game. Obviously subject to whatever my opponent chooses to do. Okay, so that suggests they want to do this. I think I'm happy just to develop and drop the bishop back and come around the angles. I don't think I want to go forward. So I think I'm just going to calmly drop back and look to castle. And the knight's got a lot of flexibility potentially here. Excuse me. Knight comes forward. Okay, get that castling done. So now we can try and activate the knight somewhere. Kicks this one. So I could go forward. Takes, we hit this and you can't play f4. So that looks sensible. Yeah, I'm going to go forward. We create a threat if you don't take. We hit this, you don't have f4. You don't have bishop to f4. Oh, he's missed it. So he just played a bit quickly there. A pawn's a pawn, so I'm going to take. Now he's played f4, so I guess we might as well go straight back. Throw a check in, and then activate the rooks. Not sure which one's best. Maybe this one. Do I do this? But then it puts my pawns on a dark square. Yeah, I don't like the look of that. I'm going to do this one just to reinforce a potential knight jump. Supports the bishop as well. This feels relatively secure. Okay, so now knight up. I don't think I've got any sort of trick going this way, so I'm going to play the knight this way. I've got the potential to jump back. Potential for a move like bishop up. Obviously, there is a potentially annoying rook infiltration coming at some point, so maybe I try and deal with these. Knight's gone back. Not quite sure what the idea is there. Though, do I push this while my opponent can't really push on? That seems sensible. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I don't want to leave 2 pawns there. I know I've got 2 myself, but white's the more advanced. So I'm going to take with the rook just to create an immediate threat. You can't play rook back to guard. You can't really play bishop down. Maybe you can, but it feels a bit dicey. Maybe I've also just got a simple bishop up. Bishop down takes, pawn takes. It feels like it should be good for me. Now, is bishop here a move? My knight is solid. So bishop up. The rook can move anywhere. If we take, then the rook can go across, but I'm able to take, and my rook is protected. So bishop up looks a sensible move to try and win another pawn. So I'm going to throw it in. I can always just drop back if I see something, if I'm miscalculating or I spot something that I've missed currently. I can still consider just taking there. Obviously, I'm just trying in principle to collect a pawn here. So if we take and rook across, then I simply take a bishop. If we take, rook takes, take, then I'm committed to take. The rook takes. Can we get the 7th rank? It means giving up this pawn, but my bishop's under attack right now. I could kind of bail out and come back, but it just feels wrong. I'm conceding the 7th rank here as well, aren't I? So takes, rook here. It's risky. I'm going to do it. It might be a mistake, this. It might be a mistake. I'm trusting that I can get developed before white can and get my rooks forward before this rook can come round something like this. Now, do I just bring this one across immediately? I'm going to do that and challenge the open file, but I'm just trying to get the 2nd rank, or the 7th rank, depending on how you view that. The knight could get very tricky if you pressure this pawn. Right now, obviously, I can come back, but we're both going to have potentially the same sort of concept here. Pawn down might be a move, but I think right now I'd have knight up. So pawn down, knight up, rook moves. Well, that's what he's done. So does that give him a back rank issue? Possibly. So take, I don't think gives me anything. Here, you'd move. I could take back, but that feels wrong. So just knight up. The rook's going to move somewhere, wherever it moves. Knight takes, pawn takes, and the rook can't take back because there's a mate threat. Knight up. If the rook forward, then there's an immediate back rank threat. So I think I can go here. And I can also drop the knight away and guard my rook. And if takes, I just take the rook. If you take, I think I'm fine to jump over. I might be wrong, but I think I'm fine. And obviously, again, I'll spend a bit of time. If he does take, I could always take the pawn back. Okay, so the rook has gone across. So I think I can just simply take here. Take. If the rook comes down, I can always go defensive, and then we're 2 pawns up, but there's an immediate back rank mate threat as well. So it makes sense to me just to grab that pawn, so we're 2 pawns up. But you can't just come forward now because of the back rank. So I think I've got time to do this and guard. I don't like the idea of doing this, the rook's bogged down. So I'm looking at just consolidating. Yeah, I like the idea of just doing that. Just go defensive for the time being, so my king's really safe. Now my king's rock solid, and eventually I'll start edging forward. I trust 2 pawns up, it should be better for me. Now I could actually spend a move pushing forward here to do this, but I'm not sure I should. No, I'm just going to bring the king up first. Just make sure I don't disconnect them too far apart from each other. Okay, he's gone back. Now I could potentially go here. I could start edging forward. I think I'm going to do that. Just try and slowly edge forward. Oh, he's gone there with that one. That I didn't expect. Okay. So can I go here, just hit this rook now? Can I even just potentially take a pawn? Actually, what's wrong with just taking a pawn? It gets rid of one of his pawns, doesn't it? So he's only got 1 left now. So here, with a view to going here is my idea. I don't see what's wrong with that. I can always go here. We're just trying to chase this rook away, then go after this one. Then try and get this one hopefully into play. So we're going to go here and hit this rook as well. And try and get this rook somehow into play. Go after the white king. But I don't want to lose my extra pawns. So up now. Could be a slight problem. Oh, that's a rook trade. That should favour me. It should take a lot of risk out. Should do. Doesn't mean it will, but it should do. So here, check. I don't like the look of. here kind of fixes white back. So here, check, block, rook back, rook can come behind. But can I make progress? I'm not sure, but I'm going to do it and go forward. Not a formality to win this. I'd expect rook back just to create a check threat, but as long as I've got a move, then I should be fine. But can I get my own rook active and come round the back, something like that? So I need two moves to create a threat. Whoa, so he's launched one. So I can obviously en passant, and then that's just two pawns versus no pawns. So I assume that's what I want to do. I don't think I can play like a holding move. I mean, that would be cleanly winning if he took, but I don't see how I break the pin, so I'm just going to take. But now I think I've got a spare move to move the rook across. Try and activate our rook, chase the white king back. So hopefully with 4 minutes it should be enough to convert, but you never know. You never know. Okay, I think I'll just push this one on, threaten a check. Okay. I think I'll just push that up. The problem's going to be if you get the rook right the way down. Now I could try and allow him to take there and then check. See, that would be a blunder. I could check him back initially though. So what about rook here? Yeah, rook up. If he checks, it still takes, so it's not a stalemate risk. So I'm going to go here. The king can't move now, so it's a stalemate risk. But here, I can take with a check, so it's actually a checkmate. It's just a chance for my opponent to blunder by grabbing a pawn, then I can throw a check in. It's the only reason why I've played it like this. So he has gone back, so now we need to kick the king. Just create a nice square for ourselves and then maybe push the pawn on. So check. Doesn't come forward. Yeah, I think I'm just going to check here and start marching the pawns. Let's go this one. I don't mind if he tries to collect. I think that's fine. I think I'm winning. Obviously, I'll still have to try and calculate, but I think I'm winning. So here, takes, king takes, up. There's no way he's getting back, so I'm just going to run up. Oh, he's done it, so this has to be winning. So does it matter if I go on either of these? Here, your king can't come back, so I assume I just do this and march. This must be winning. So up and up. Just making sure that he's got a square, and now we just sidestep and queen. Right, so now we're just trying to avoid stalemates, and so queen here you can definitely move. So as long as you just see that white definitely has a move. Now we trap the king on the side, and king up should be mate next move. You've only got two moves. And then we get a checkmate, but a good effort by my opponent, so we will pause there, just so I don't accidentally start another game. Put that through the analyzer. 61 moves we've played in that game. So we're completely level here, so we must have blundered. We were +3 better and we've blundered it back to level. So we were better early on and we must have blundered here. Yeah, so 93% we've played versus 87%, one blunder each. So here, actually taking the pawn was a blunder and the game's actually gone back to a theoretical draw. So I should have just stepped the king forward. You can take your time, obviously, when you're playing through your own games and see what the engine line actually was there. Then my opponent's just blundered here by taking the pawn. Yeah, I was sure that was a actual win, but it is a theoretical draw if you just move your rook around. The engine says I can't actually make further progress even though I've got the two pawns, so it would have been a draw. So very good effort by my opponent, but we got the win.